And everybody, this is Cowboy. So I had a request just the other day, from a couple days ago, and I was not quite ready for it. Somebody asked for me to do a forestry basics tutorial. I guess people are having some trouble with the controls on the PS4 with chipping and the logging aspect of the game. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I started doing this the other night, so I was up to par with it. It's actually a lot harder than it looks. So we're gonna get this started here. I don't know how long it's gonna take to get everybody up and running on this. It's actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. And it took me not a long time, it took me a couple days, not a couple days, a couple hours to really get it to work right for me. So hopefully what I did and how I figured it out helps you guys. I really enjoy doing these kinds of things because these are important, I believe. Helping you guys out as much as maybe learning a few things about the game myself. So, we're not where I need to be. So what I did was, and I'm gonna recap on this a couple times throughout the video. So what I did was you guys all know I bought the New Holland tractor with the front end loader a while ago. And this is one of the basic tools you're going to need down the line. What I did was I bought the log fork for it. I spent like $150,000 in the game to get all the materials that I needed. The log fork is $800. You're going to need, where is it? You're going to need a chainsaw. They all are about the same. It doesn't matter which one you get. It all is personal preference. I bought the Husqvarna because, you know what? I didn't feel like really trying to decide. The other thing you're going to need is you're going to need a stump cutter. It's very important that you have one of these because if not, you're going to hit it with your tractor every time you drive through it. It makes it a lot easier to work around. Now, just reminder, you're going to need a tractor that has 70 horsepower or more to work the machine, which the basic New Holland has. The other thing I bought, not necessarily something you need, but I enjoy doing the more complicated parts of the game, is you're going to want to get, eventually down the line, the FHL 13AK. Now, this does not have a horsepower requirement, but it is a little more difficult to use. Just a forewarning there. It's got a crane built in, and I will show you guys how to use this as the video goes. Then, the one thing that everybody seems to be having a problem with is the chipper. Now, this took me a while to get to work right. It's very glitchy in the controls. Even with a very precise movement of the thumbs, as it were, it can be a little difficult to work. Eventually, I am going to move up to the Scorpion King. It cuts down the trees. For you don't need the chainsaw. It takes all of the extra limbs off right for you. Now, if there's anything else that you guys are wondering, please do leave a comment, leave a chat. I will try to figure it out as the game progresses, or if I have already figured it out, I'll show you right away, as long as it has to do with forestry. That's the basis of the video today. So, the only other thing you're going to need is a tipper of some sort. I bought just the basic one because, I figured I'm not going to do a whole lot of forestry operation right now. So, what we're going to do, it's up there, is you're going to get I just used my case. I haven't actually spent any time on my actual fields in the last probably 2 days, because I'm busy trying to get this working for you guys. You attach your tipper to the back of the chipper. I realized that the hard way. I spent about probably an hour the other day working on trying to figure out the controls, and I realized that without a tipper you cannot actually cut anything down. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set the tipper up, not the tipper, Jesus Lord, what am I doing here? We're going to set up this. Now, there's a few things you're going to need to realize. The tipper is very important, because without the tipper you cannot harvest anything from the chipper. Now, the other thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to cut a tree down. Now, that's the easy part for the most part. You want to cut the tree down. And then what you want to do is you're going to have to... Now, everybody says you don't have to do that. I do it because it's just easier for me to see. The only thing I have a problem with on this game is getting the thing to line up. You want to cut your basic branches off as close to the main trunk as possible, because if not, they don't fit and they won't actually load right. And then you're going to cut them, I want to say, in about, now, this is me guesstimating, in like a 4-foot section. Now, getting everything off of here right now, because if not, it's going to make it a lot more difficult down the road to see what you're doing. Because the visibility in the game, even though it's a really good graphics, is not the most becoming. Now, certain parts of the tree you're going to want to cut a little further back, and I'll show you. Come on. Like I said, this is the most painstaking part of the game, as far as working it is concerned. Now, once you have some of the tree cut up, what you're going to do is you're going to hit L1 and the square button for the PS4. With the Xbox 360, I'm not completely sure of the controls, but I'm pretty sure the control layout is the same way. You're probably going to want to hit the left bumper, and I believe it's the X button. I have not had an Xbox in a long time, so I'm not sure on how that will work for you guys. Now, there's a lot of cool things that you can do with Farming Simulator, and this is one of the basics. Now, the one thing it took me a long time, not a long time to figure out, and I actually had to turn the help icon back on to figure this out, because I was hitting every button and not figuring it out. What you're going to want to do is you're going to hit the L1 and R1 buttons, and your right joystick is actually going to control the grapple. It's going to rotate it, all that fun jazz, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to just, like I said, the controls are really sticky. For some reason, it takes a little bit of finesse to get the trees to where you want them to be. I've learned that rotating the camera as you're going, zooming in and out, sort of helps. The nice thing is you have this telescoping boom, and I will show you what I mean by that in a second, because I can now do this whole tree fairly simply with just a couple movements. That was actually the easiest it's gone for me so far. It glitching out. Oh my god. Oh my god. It did this to me before, and it's really annoying because... Now I can't see because I didn't... See, I broke my own rule. By not... Okay, I have to actually get out, for this one. And cut some more of these branches off. Like I said, the control... Oh, it actually glitched right through. Okay. That's weird. The only way I might be able to get it is actually by using the fork. Sometimes you can push it on, and it's a little weird how that happens sometimes. See, now even I glitched right through that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to pick it up with this. And I can't believe I glitched right through there. Here we go. So what we're gonna do with this, is we're probably just gonna leave it right here. Because unfortunately, if you've been having problems with the chipper, I understand. I have a lot of issues with them, and it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. And if you know what, if you just excuse me for 1 minute, I have to take care of something really quick. I apologize. I normally don't stop a stream if I don't have to. I won't stop the stream. I'm gonna let it sit idle for a minute. I promise I'll be right back. I am so sorry. Okay. So, like I was saying, sometimes sometimes it glitches out, and the only way to fix it sometimes is just coming over with a tractor and picking it up. Now I gotta get my bearings again. Thanks to the dog.